What's up, guys? Today's video, I want to talk about WWE's long-term story booking, right? Long-term story booking is unnecessary. It's stupid shit, right? We have nothing but same repeatable matches and promos with the same wrestlers like every week, like last year, right? This shit's so annoying. I have to do a video on this shit, right? Because WWE and Triple H is just adding in a bunch of shit that nobody's gonna watch, right? Like, for example, right, with Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley, I want to talk about this, right? When they had their rivalry, it's understandable. Fucking Rhea Ripley turned on Liv, attacked her. Liv Morgan came back, and she wants to come after Rhea. She attacked Rhea, took her off the schedule, right? So she's out of a company, right? Understandable. That's okay. She went out to win the Battle Royal, and she became Women's Champion and defeated Becky Lynch. That's perfectly good. Good booking, right? That's how you book a new star, new upcomer, right? Then she goes on to have a fucking title reign, which I don't know, remember what she did after fucking King of the Ring or some shit. I don't know what she did. But in my opinion, Liv Morgan has had like the worst championship reigns of all time. I thought she would have had a good reign if Becky was gonna be around, but no. All she had to do, all she did was face Rhea Ripley like 3 or 4 times with this title reign, right? That's all she did. Her whole title reign was just facing Rhea Ripley. And that's another reason what's wrong with long-term booking, storytelling booking. That's what's wrong. We don't need long-term story booking. It's really pissing me off here because it made Liv Morgan just have her defend her title against Rhea Ripley every fucking pay-per-view. Like, really, we had the match at SummerSlam. Okay, let's have a match at SummerSlam. Liv versus Rhea. Fucking Rhea, Liv Morgan won after Dominic caused Rhea the fucking championship match. Great booking. We didn't expect that. Even though a lot of people knew what was going to happen. I thought Dominic was going to side with Rhea or some shit. But she turned on her and side with Liv. You know what I mean? So that's good booking. They had a tag team match. A mixed tag team match at fucking Bash in Berlin. At that point, you might as well just put the championship on the line. But you know what they did? They have Liv Morgan and Damian Priest defeat Liv and Dominic, right? Okay. You know, we had the match of Bad Blood, right? And it's like every week building up to the match at the Bad Blood or their match on Netflix or on SummerSlam. It's the same shit. Rhea Ripley coming out saying, I'm going to take back my title I never lost you. I'm taking back my title I never lost. Liv Morgan coming out, Rhea, I cost you championship. I took Dominic. I took Judgment Day. Every day. Every fucking week we have to hear the same shit. Can we talk about some other shit? I even said, can they bring up their personal lives or something that they know from each other? Something we don't know. Because really, when friends turn to enemies, they know something up from each other. You know what I'm saying? They know their secrets. Real talk. So here's the thing, right? They didn't do that. They can't make that. See, WWE here doesn't understand that shit. They don't understand. This could be a good storyline if you just have them explain this up more and be more specific. Nowadays, WWE wrestlers are not being specific in their promos. It's the same shit. Cody Rhodes is not being specific. He's just repeating the same stuff. Crying and moping and whining. No, not whining, just moping and, you know what I'm saying? Just getting emotional. It's pissing me off. We need men to stop doing that shit. Nowadays, like I said, we have Drew McIntyre, Kevin Owens bitching and whining. You know what I'm saying? Same with Drew McIntyre with his storyline with CM Punk. It just took a long ass time to end this shit. All because CM Punk got injured. What we could have did, we had CM Punk cost him the championship match like 3 or 2 times. Like what? 3 times? What the fuck? What the hell is that? And they had like 3 matches right after, which is really exhausting. We could have just had him cost him the championship at SummerSlam, where CM Punk was healed, and then we could move on and have their match. You know what I mean? We could have 2 matches. What the fuck? You know what I mean? I don't want to see this shit. And WWE here needs to step the game up. Because if they're not going to step the game up, let me tell you something. If they're not going to step the game up, nobody's going to watch this. They're going to say, fuck WWE. This match is boring. I don't want to see this. Where the hell is Cena? You know what I'm saying? We don't see this here. But he's going to leave after Backlash. And we all know this. So yeah, man. I'm going to take back in the day, right? When we had Randy Orton versus Daniel Bryan, let me tell you something. We had 3 matches. We had good build-ups to these matches, right? But after their match at Hell in a Cell, the 3rd match, we didn't have another match. They didn't continue on with this shit. You know what happened? Daniel Bryan went out to face the Wyatts with CM Punk, and Randy Orton faced the Big Show. Because the Big Show was being a problem to the Authority. I wanted to see that. Really, I wanted to see John Cena beat Randy Orton, but we got that. and then we went back to them feuding. That's how you book a long-term story book. My bad. A long-term storyline. My bad. Because I'm getting pissed off with how WWE's booking shit. That's how you book a storyline. You know what I mean? We could easily have Rhea face, I don't know, Raquel, and Liv Morgan get injured again. Or something, a minor injury. She comes back and they feud again. Feud's over. You know what I mean? But they had to continue this shit right after Survivor Series when Rhea Ripley's team won. You know what I mean? Well, why she didn't get the championship yet? Oh, let me guess. Long-term storytelling. We don't need that shit. WWE here is just gonna make this shit go to the garbage can if they keep it up with their long-term storytelling. I don't want to keep seeing this shit. Really. So let me guess. With the feud with John Cena versus Cody Rhodes, right? I want this to be a long-term storytelling, right? How about this? Cody Rhodes is nowhere to be found. We don't give a fuck about him, right? Let's just be real, right? We don't give a fuck about him, right? He comes back at SummerSlam. Him and Bad Bunny, they face John Cena and Travis Scott. There was supposed to be a tag team match, but I don't care. Let's just have Bad Bunny just punch him in his mouth, right? But Cody Rhodes gonna beat up Travis Scott anyways. And what Cody Rhodes should be doing before SummerSlam and now is beat the shit out of him. So what? We're gonna have a long-term storytelling between him and Travis Scott? Wow. I could just see that happening. You know why I can see that happening? Because Triple H is stupid. Just watch this. I can see Travis Scott coming out next month, winning the match for SummerSlam. We got Money in the Bank, right? So he could come and try to challenge Cody Rhodes and shit. And Cody's going to return at Money in the Bank. Win on there. And they're going to have their match probably after SummerSlam and at Survivor Series, where eventually he might just retire John Cena. And Cody Rhodes better lose his championship. Or, I don't care what happens. I don't care. Who the hell can be in Cody Rhodes' position? CM Punk? Who? Roman Reigns? No. Roman Reigns not going to face fucking Bad Bunny. But here's the thing, right? I don't want to see John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. Because that would be a shitty ass idea I just came up with, right? I don't want to see that. So I changed my mind. Long-term storytelling, it's not going to take us anywhere. It's going to be so much people boring and not invested in this shit. They're going to be exhausted and they're going to be like, bro, can we just see them fucking face somebody else? And that's just how it's going to be. Literally.